How's it going, everyone? This is the Old Gaming Blog, and welcome to my third episode on Altis Live Beginner's Guide. Right, so in this in this series, I've covered all the previous legal jobs that you can do in Altis Live. Well, it is time for me to cover the illegal jobs. So on this video, we're gonna focus on drugs. The drugs we're gonna focus on is gonna be weed, cocaine, and heroin. So if you check the map here, this is the wheat field. Okay, at least it is on my server. So if you go to this wheat field, you should see basically cannabis, and that is exactly what we're gonna harvest. And it's easy to do this one. All you gotta do is press the spacebar, press it again, and now we are gathering cannabis. Yes, this is what a cannabis plant looks like in game. You have collected some cannabis times 1, and as you can see, it only has the 4 weights per plant, so we can get quite a few of them. Now, what's going to happen after we gathered all these cannabis? Well, we are going to have to process them and most likely having to sell them. But I'll cover all that as soon as I'm done getting all these cannabis. Okay. Let me just look around in the field. There's a heroin field over there that we're going to do next. And there's a cocaine field over there that we should do after. Perhaps I'll do cocaine and then heroin, because heroin is a bit more trickier to do than the cocaine. Obviously, the harder the drug is to do, the more money you can yield. Now, keep in mind, this is illegal what you are doing, and keep in mind, if you are caught doing this, you must face the actions. You know, if you can do the crime, you gotta do the time. It's just depending on the server that you are, depends on the type of actions you must face against. So, I don't know. For example, that's the wheat processing zone. For example, you might just get arrested, you might get fined, you might lose all your items, and you know, it depends on everything. This is my server, so I can do whatever I want. And yes, doing illegal activities is fine as well. So I got 9. I'm gonna get all the other rest of the cannabis, and then we're gonna go to the processing part of the game. And once that is done, we're gonna sell it. Now, 2 places you can sell the cannabis. I'll get to them once we get there. I'll do one step at a time, just so I don't make you guys be a bit, you know, too much information. So let me just finish this up, and then we're gonna move on and sell it, process it, and then sell it. Okay, how much it is? 52 out of 64. I'll collect 1 more, and then we can move on. And I'll skip the trip until I get there. Through the magic of video editing, we are there. That's where we. I was gonna say, where are we now? We are at the wheat processing, which stays right here, as you can see on the map. Anyways, I'm gonna go in now, and I'm gonna process all this wheat, hopefully. And I think I'm gonna have to buy a license off him. Yes, marijuana training, which is close to 20 grand, so it is quite high. So save up the money for this. Again, if you don't get the license, you'll get penalized a lot. A huge chunk of your profits are gonna go off because you don't have a license. So it's always good to invest in a license, because you'll just gain so much more. You'll basically gain the money that you waste for the license and then some profit. Whereas if you don't get the license, you'll just don't get as much profits to begin with. So always get a license when you get the chance, and the profits are much, much better. Anywho, let's process all of this, and this is basically the same as getting ore, except this is illegal. You gotta do this without the police knowing, okay? And be careful, because they do stake out these places, and they are out there looking for you. Okay, once that is done, okay, the next step would be to sell this to a dealer. Okay, and now I just gotta go look for a dealer. One close by would be great. There is one right here, but I'm honestly trying to find one that's a bit closer, perhaps. And I can't believe there's one. There's no one closer than that one. No, there isn't. I don't think. Oh no, there is another one here next to the airfield, which is great. So I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna go from here up to the airfield to the drug dealer, and hopefully I'll be able to sell him what is now processed this marijuana. So I'm gonna go take the trip there, and I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright, so I am there, and this is the guy that will now hopefully buy my weed. If I can get the menu, there you go. Let's see how much does 16 sell for. And it just sold for 37,000. This is by far one of the highest. This is the most amount of money I've made for just 16, for, you know, the least number of items that I've had. And that is how you do weed, basically. Alright, let's graduate from weed to cocaine. So there's a cocaine field right here, which this whole white powdered area, it's the cocaine field. Now we're gonna go get the obviously the cocaine plants, and then we are going to process those plants into the coke right here, cocaine processing, and then we're gonna go sell it again right here on the dealer. The drug dealer will, as far as I know, buy all kinds of drugs that you sell, but then again, you can sell this on gangs, to gang hideouts and gangs and stuff, but be careful when selling, because they sometimes, I don't say that they're just gonna kill you, but be careful because it's just sometimes impose some fees on you, some gang fees and stuff like that. So anywho, yeah, let's move on to the cocaine field, and when I get there I will yeah, start. Alright guys, so we are at the cocaine fields. As you can see in the map, this whole area, as long as you can see plants like these, this is cocaine. So if you press spacebar and you press spacebar again, it's just like the the cannabis in the weeds. Basically, it's you just have to press the spacebar. You don't need a pickaxe. You do need a license to sell, but not really to get it. But keep in mind, this is illegal. And as you can see, you get unprocessed cocaine for every time you do it. So let me just get the full load of cocaine with the biggest bag, and then I'll show you guys how to process it and how to sell it. Alright guys, we are at the cocaine processing point, and this is where it is on the map, right there. Now, unlike weed, you can only carry 10 of unprocessed cocaine, like I would presume 10 bags. So all you gotta do is go to this guy, buy a cocaine training license, costs 30 grand, which you should have plenty from the weed if you've done it before. Once you buy that, all you gotta do is just process the cocaine. Same thing as the weed. Once you process, you go sell at the dealer, which I will also show you that, and well, easy peasy. Alright guys, so now we have 10 processed cocaine, and once that is done, gotta do the same thing as we did before. Go to the drug dealer, grab 10 processed cocaine, just put there 10, and sell all of them. And 10 granted me 50 grand. That is a lot of money. So yes, selling drugs, selling coke, just like in real life, gives you a lot of money really fast. Obviously, there's a lot of risks incurred with that, like it's difficult to do, but you can do it. Next up, we're gonna upgrade from cocaine to heroin. So I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright, and we are there. This is the heroin field I chose right here. As you can see, it's a good area, I suppose. And we gotta do the same thing we're gonna do with all the others. Just press spacebar and gather the heroin. Alright, so we collected some heroin. It's one. I'll resume once we get the full inventory. Alright, so once you gather all the heroin, as you can see, we can only have 10, just like the cocaine. You'll have 10 unprocessed heroin. Now, what we're gonna do with that heroin is we are going on the map to the heroin processing dude, and we're gonna process that heroin so we can sell it. Now, another way to do this, to process this heroin, would be in gang hideouts, okay? Usually this place is gonna have gangs in them, and you gotta ask their permission if you can do it, and perhaps even join it again and buy a gang license. Is it worth it? Probably not, but buy this heroin trading license, which costs 25,000. By now, if you've been doing cocaine, you should have this money, and it's not really that much of an issue to get this kind of low amount, especially when servers nowadays always give you about anywhere from $300 to $700 every 5 minutes anyway. So even if you don't want to that, just, you know, stay idle in the game for a while and you should just get the money anyways. Anywho, once that's processed, we'll just go to the drug dealer, sell it, see how much the heroin yields, and then I'll give you my recommendation which of these 3 drugs you should be doing and which of these 3 drugs is the best to do. Okay, again, the drug dealer is always in the same place. I think I'm gonna use the same one that I've been using always, so I'll see you guys when I get there. And I am there. So just walk up to the drug dealer, and let's once again sell 10 of these. Okay, and they sell for 28. As you saw, the cocaine is far the best drug to sell, and it's the one that I recommend you guys doing. It's the easiest and simplest one to do, and it's the one that yields the more. But I'll do all of them just so you guys can see. Anyway, so what we're gonna do after all of this? Well, there's only another illegal activity I want to show you guys in this video. And obviously there are a lot more you can do, but I'm not going to go into every single detail and spoil the whole game for you. I'll just give you a taste and you can experiment and explore to the rest of the game. Alright guys, so for the last parts of this video, for the last demonstration, I want to show you guys how to turtle poach. Okay, so how to go. Now if you go on the map And this I want to show you guys this on the previous video, but I didn't have the time. There's something called turtle poaching, right? This is basically hunting turtles, getting them and selling them. Now this is not very profitable at all. Actually, the cost of investment is way too much for the profit that you're gonna get. But I'm still gonna show you guys because I think it's cool. Anyways, go to any rebel and buy a rebel license. Now that's gonna cost you $75,000. I already have one of them, as you can see, rebel training. Now what's that going to allow you to is will allow you to go onto the rebel shop and to buy rebel stuff. So I'm gonna go to the rebel weapon shop. Once you're in the rebel weapon shop, you can buy other weapons that you couldn't before. Okay, the weapon that we want to buy for this demonstration is going to be called the S-Star, because it is the only weapon that can fire underwater. As you can see, it costs 20,000. So right now we're at 95,000 already, and we haven't even started. Okay, and that's why I'm telling you this is probably not the best thing to do. Okay, this is not a great investment for you guys to do, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay. So let's put the gun away. Let's reload it before we put it away. Next thing we're gonna go do is, because I already had a boat to fish, which is actually in this area. So I'm just gonna go to this area to my boat, and I'm going to go to the turtle poaching area. So give me 2 seconds while I do that. Alright guys, so I've made it to the location, which is the one I'm here, and it's called the turtle poaching location. Now, you can find turtles anywhere in the game, however, they're not going to be as much as they are going to be in this location exactly. So, first of all, let me turn off the engine. Probably should stop the boat before turning it off. Oh, okay. Okay, engine off. And let's get out the boat. Okay, let's be in the water. Let's go underwater. And as you can see... Oh, hold on. What's that? No, that is not what I'm looking for. Well, as you can see, I can shoot the gun underwater. I don't think I got this guy. I'm not too sure. Did I? I think I have, yes. And I caught a tuna. That's not what I was looking for, but I got one. There's another one over there. So there is fish all over the place. I just need to figure out where are the turtles. And as luck will have it, I just found turtles. There's 2 of them right here. I'll look him. I have been looking for them for ages. Anyways, let's see if I can hit this one. Which it doesn't seem I have done anything. It's a bit tricky to hit them. Oh, I got him. I got him. So, and that's it. I just taken some turtle meat. Freaking finally. This is very difficult to find turtles as I found it. And they're also not very profitable. But, you know, I just thought I'll include this here. There you go. And once you find one, you find many. As you can see, I just found tons of them. Let's see if this hits where it's supposed to. Kinda. Where's the bullets going? They're not even hitting the freaking turtle anywhere. So, as you can see, the reward isn't all that much. It's not very good either, but it's a sport, I suppose. Anyways, after you get the turtles, where we're gonna sell them? Well, we're gonna go here on the map, and we're gonna go to the turtle dealer right here. And once we get there, we'll talk to this guy, and let's see how much 3 turtle meats are gonna get us. Subscribe, motherfucker.